medicine can do to your heart. It makes your arteries flare up on the inside and your blood more likely to clot. Stephen's smoking a lot, and he's stressed as well.
The pub trade is like a restaurant trade. You know, you're only as good as your last service. And when I'm fresh and when I'm stressed, the business suffers. And it's a vicious circle, because when the business suffers, I get stressed and then I'm fresh.
When we're stressed, our adrenal glands produce adrenaline and another hormone called cortisol. This increases blood sugar and blood pressure, which is okay in the short term, but if your cortisol levels stay high, it's very bad news for the heart.
Soham, you want to be at my Halloween party today?
What about Stephen's cortisol
Well,
levels?
take one program.
He certainly looks stressed on the outside, and after a heavy night, he's not on sparkling form.
How much do you think you drank last night?
About 3 bottles of red, 2 pints, some tequila. A lot.
Over the course of a busy day, we're measuring Stephen's blood pressure and cortisol levels every 2 hours. Despite his hangover, Stephen's cooking 70 meals in 3 hours, and it isn't easy.
We sold 36. Chickens, how many chickens are 8? 8. We haven't got any food.
Steve, on table 33, can the chicken have a Yorkshire pudding,
No.
please?
If I had some, you can have it, Holly, believe me. But I don't have them.
We'll come back to the results later.
Hey.
Stephen does try to tackle his stress levels and keep his heart healthy.
I'll run around like an idiot for 5 minutes and probably hack my guts up and come off. If I'm not asked to leave before that, it can look quite embarrassing. That's what I've been told, you know. It's like, give up fatty, I hear sometimes.
Oh, no.
You go with that? Well, that's Steve. Get rid of it.
You're right, I think I've got that worse one.
You all right, guys?
It's clumped like a fucking balloon. Too old for this fucking shit.
But not all exercise has to be that painful. Some have opted for a slightly less conventional method. This is the Bristol Laughter Workshop, de-stressing the body with Coach Joe Hoare.
Cheese. And focus on the E bit of it, the cheese. It's a very vigorous cardiovascular workout. So what happens when you laugh is, first of all, your blood pressure goes up, and then after the whole sort of merriment and mirth bit subsides, your blood pressure and your heart rate then sort of drop to a lower, sort of steadier level. That's the general sort of pattern.
It's very infectious, actually. It's usually what I want. Laughing. I'm usually laughing at somebody else laughing, actually. That's what really gets me going.
When you smile and laugh, you release endorphins, and they're our body's natural painkillers and stress relievers and so on and so on. There's a great sort of muscular sort of relaxer, all this sort of smiling and laughing. It helps us sort of feel on top of life.
Things aren't so much fun back in Cheltenham. We measure the levels of the stress hormone cortisol and its effect on Stephen's heart during a busy lunchtime service. I'm meeting with stress expert Julie Turner-Cobb, who has his cortisol results and the footage of the experiment. Cortisol is normally high in the morning, helping us get up and go, and then slowly decreases throughout the day. But Stephen's cortisol is low first thing, rising to a peak mid-morning. Stephen's facing his stress for the first time.
Just had a vegetarian rice. Fucking comic as well. Oops.
Bit of a Gordon Ramsay moment there, Stephen.
Just don't know you're doing it.
Day.
Yeah, because we open at 12 o'clock on a Sunday and usually we do very few dinners between 12 and 1. you know you're going to get sort of spanked at 1 o'clock because everyone's and their aunt comes in at the same time.
And that fits very well with your cortisol profile, because the whole idea that with cortisol, as you were saying, that you're ready for dealing with a stress. But if you're pacing up and down, you're actually producing these hormones such as cortisol, but you're not using it up at all. You're not running anywhere or having to do anything in the kitchen.
Stephen's abnormal cortisol levels are definitely having an effect on his heart.
These are fairly high blood pressures
Are they?
at the
I don't
moment,
know what's normal. What is normal?
39 over 94. This is what I find really weird, is that your blood pressure's gone right up to 150 systolic at 4 o'clock, which is when you're finishing. I mean, it's not desperately high, but I mean, I think if you've got these sort of changed cortisol patterns and it's chronic, then stress certainly has a bad effect on your heart and your blood pressure.